have really good memories of this tournament. This tournament has always treated me really well. I was fortunate to get a spot here when I was a senior in high school, and it was my first PGA Tour event, and I have a lot of great memories of this tournament, so it's good to be back. I definitely missed playing here last year, and so definitely excited to be back this year.
And sticking with the comfort, be playing with Jordan Spieth and other Dallas residents. What's it like to have the crowd supporting you all out here?
Yeah, well, Jordan and I got to play together here a couple years ago, and I think we played with Willie Z, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, the crowd was great. And actually, Siwoo and I play at the same club here at home, and so we got 3 guys all from Dallas that are going to be playing this week, and all together, so it should be a lot of fun.
With that, we'll open up the questions. If you guys have a question, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone over to you.
Hi, Scottie. Obviously, this time last year, you had important things going on in your life. I guess you guys were probably in the wait mode. I wonder, did you actually watch this tournament, or what kind of emotions did you have while this tournament was going on?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's funny. Some of our friends just had a baby. Their baby's probably 2 months old, and I remember them asking us, like, what did you do at the beginning when your baby wasn't sleeping? Like, how'd you get your baby back to sleep? And I was like, I have no idea what we did. It's like, I don't really remember. It's all kind of a blur, so I can't tell you if I watched the tournament last year or what. All I can say is it's good to be back this year. I definitely missed playing this event. It's always a fun event for me to play. And like I said, this tournament's been great to me over the years, and so it's good to be back here supporting this event, and I'm excited to be able to play at home for sure. Hope this thing's sturdy.
We'll make it quick.
Scottie, just your general thoughts on the fairways, the grass type changing from zoysia to rye.
We'll pause a minute.
When do you guys think the Pro-Am's going to start back up? Pretty soon? What was the question?
Just
We'll just keep going. It's fine.
The fairways going from zoysia to rye here at Greg Ranch, and your thoughts on that.
You want to pause a second? All right, we're good. The fairways being narrower, I think it's really good. I think this golf course, the knock on it would be that it was a little bit too easy the last few years. There wasn't a ton of rough, and the fairways were pretty generous. And so adding the overseeded rough and bringing in some of the fairways, I think, brings a new challenge to the course. And I think that's a good thing. I think putting more of a premium on guys getting the ball in play and not just trying to hit it as far as you can, I think it's a really good thing for the golf course. And we'll see how it plays this week.
Your thoughts on Brandt Snedeker being selected to captain the President's Cup team?
Yeah, I think it's good. Brandt, he was assistant for the President's Cup last year, and he's a good guy. He'll be a great leader, and he was a lot of fun for us to have in the team room, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like as a captain. We'll probably have to see a bit more of a serious side for sure, but Brandt's a great guy, and I think he'll do a great job.
Hi, Scottie. 2025 is the 25th anniversary since KJ Choi became the first Korean to join the PGA Tour. I just want to know your thoughts in general on seeing more Koreans on tour, being at a Korean-sponsored tournament, and, you're friends with Tom, and just your general thoughts on, how the Koreans are and their play.
Yeah, I think being friends with Tom would be generous, No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, KJ obviously has done a lot for Korean golf, and there's a lot of Korean players out on tour now, and a lot of players that are really playing well. I got beat up by a bunch of the Koreans at the President's Cup a couple years ago. Siwoo beat me up. Who else? I specifically remember Siwoo because he got me again this year. But yeah, I think it's good to see. Like you said, I'm good buddies with Tom. I'm really good buddies with Siwoo as well, and golf is becoming a global game, and it's really cool for CJ to come in here and sponsor this event. This event obviously means a lot to me with being Mr. Nelson's tournament and being in my hometown, and for CJ to step in here and want to sponsor a tournament in the Dallas area is really special. And it's good to see as many Korean players as we have out here on tour, and hopefully golf will continue to get more global and get more competitive.
And if we can get a microphone over to Hogel, I think he may translate one or two from our Korean media.
you will play with CU Kim and Jordan Spieth tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
Playing with Jordan Spieth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth and CU Kim at the
Yeah.
same pairing. Yeah.
Yeah, so playing with Jordan here will be really fun. You know, Jordan is obviously a huge part of the community here, and with the success he's had on the course and the effect he's had off the course here in the community, the community here obviously loves him, and it's always fun when him and I get to play together at this event. And then Siwoo and I are members at the same club here in Dallas. We play in the same money games on the weekends, and you know, he's a lot of fun to be around, and so I'm really looking forward to the week. We'll certainly have a good amount of people from Royal Oaks out here supporting Siwoo and me, and we'll have a lot of people from Dallas supporting all three of us. So it should be a lot of fun.
Perfect. With that, unless there's any other questions, good.
Is there any Korean food that you remember that you had before at the CJ Cup? Any specific Korean food you can remember?
So I went to college with Doug Gammon, so he introduced me to a bit of Korean barbecue and stuff like that, and it's all really good. I'm excited to go in there and eat some of the Bibigo stuff, and it should be fun, yeah.
And we'll take final one in the front here, Skylar.
Hopefully Mother Nature's not holding you hostage here. Talking to Will Zalatoris at the Masters, he was recalling the first time you and he and Jordan played together at Bear Creek when he was like 9 years old. Do you have any memories of that at all? Sorry, I keep asking you about memory questions, but just if you don't have memories of that, just kind of growing up with those two guys in the Dallas and then playing in this event.
Yeah, I was going to say, as far as my long-term memory goes, it's shockingly bad, but I do have some recollections of playing with those guys, and Will and I were always the same age, so we played in tons of tournaments against each other. And Jordan was 3 years older than us, and he was obviously really good. And so I would say Jordan was always a guy we looked up to, you know, when we were young, because, like, let's say when I was 13, 14 playing at NTPGA events, you know, Jordan was here playing in the Byron Nelson. And so he was a guy that I think both of us looked up to and wanted to emulate on the course. And I mean, it's pretty wild to have three guys from the same area to have the success I think that we've had, and a lot of that's just the competition. Like, we were always looking at Jordan because he was a little bit older, a little bit better than us, and, you know, Will and I were always kind of looking at each other because we were both pretty good, and you know, he's a highly competitive guy as well, so we're always trying to beat each other. And, you know, we've had a great friendship for a number of years now, and golf's been a huge part of that. So it's really fun to be able to kind of look back on the journey we've been on, and you know, being able to live out our dream and play the PGA Tour is pretty cool.
Perfect. Thank you, Scottie, for the time, and good luck this week.
Sweet. Thanks, y'all.